Hey, awesome viewers. If you're curious about the latest scoop on Social Security, you're in for a treat. We've got hot details on a potential $2,000 check for seniors and a $2,400 boost. But the real story is even juicier. You won't want to miss a second of this update, so hit that play button and stick around till the end. And hey, if you're not subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to join the party. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming. Let's dive in. Hey there, let's dive deep into the whole Social Security scene. Something that's been making the headlines lately thanks to a bunch of lawmakers pushing for some serious reform. The buzz is they want to see some real changes happen in the next year. Now, that's got everyone wondering, how likely is this whole reform thing, and what's the deal with the talks of a fat $2,000 stimulus check for the elderly and a sweet $2,400 bump in Social Security benefits? Buckle up, we're going all in. First off, that $2,000 stimulus check for the elderly. Word is, some cities and states are tossing around the idea of slapping together an extra bill that would drop a cool $2,000 check for folks over 65. Sounds pretty sweet, right? But hold on, there's a catch. We're talking about potential income requirements to get your hands on that cash, and right now, it's all up in the air. So yeah, there's some chit-chat happening, but we're not at the passing the bill stage just yet. Now, about that $2,400 Social Security boost, it's a hot topic too. President Biden rolled out the promise of a $200 monthly bump, but what actually landed was a bit less, thanks to some adjustments tied to the cost of living. The Biden crew is saying they've stuck to their word by juggling some numbers, a bit of increase here, a bit of decrease there, especially in things like prescription costs. So, we're not quite at the $2,400 mark, but the discussions are alive and kicking. Zooming out for a bigger picture, a recent Gallup poll spills the tea on what Americans are thinking about the future of Social Security. Turns out, 50% of those who haven't retired yet are feeling optimistic about cashing in on Social Security benefits, a jump from years gone by. Even current retirees are throwing in their 2 cents, with 53% thinking they're in for the long haul with their benefits. But, and it's a big but, around 43% of the gang are a tad worried their benefits might take a hit down the road. Why all this optimism, you ask? Well, cue the election vibes. President Biden's been loud and clear about wanting to beef up Social Security, and Republicans are on board too, though they're more about keeping the ship afloat without cutting benefits. Then in walks former President Donald Trump with a wild plan. Forget taxing this and that, let's drill more oil and use that cash to keep Social Security rolling. A bit out of left field, but hey, it's in the mix. So lawmakers are on the grind, cooking up a plan to save Social Security. But hey, let's keep it real. Having a plan doesn't mean it's going to be the next big law on the block. It's like cooking up a storm in the kitchen. You need the right ingredients, and sometimes the recipe just doesn't make it to the dinner table. Now here's the kicker. We're a year away from a presidential election. You know what's a surefire way to win hearts? Promise the moon and stars. Tell people you'll pump up their Social Security, keep it alive for ages, or throw in some free money. According to the experts, that's how you win votes. As the saga unfolds, we'll be your go-to source for all the latest and greatest on Social Security reform. Feel free to share the scoop with your buddies on Facebook, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, now's the time. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the flip side with more updates on the Social Security roller coaster. In a nutshell, the Social Security scene is buzzing with lawmakers eyeing significant changes. Talk of a $2,000 stimulus check for the elderly and a $2,400 Social Security boost is in the air. While discussions are happening, nothing's set in stone yet. Optimism about Social Security's future is on the rise, possibly linked to the upcoming election. Lawmakers are cooking up plans, but having one doesn't guarantee it becomes law. Stay tuned for updates.